People, welcome back. Y'all thought we were going to take a week off. You thought we were going to be gone, but we're not. Guess what? We're back. Me and Sid got something to get off our chest, and we even brought a special guest. Let's go. Lock in, relax, grab a drink and a stack, and here we go.
Cade, how was that in person?
I thought it was great, man. That was off the dome. That was nice.
They're all off the dome, believe it or not.
Hey, I'm with it. That was good.
So, Cade, you are one of our friends. We hoot with you. I don't think we ever played sports with you.
I played with him at Chinkpin.
Yeah, Chinklepin.
What'd you play?
We played basketball together.
Facts.
And football.
And soccer.
I didn't play soccer.
Would you?
You did 1 year. One of the years I was there, you played soccer.
You definitely did, because you used to.
I
sport athlete.
I wasn't a four-sport athlete. I won athlete of the year playing three sports.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh.
Man, so he didn't need the fourth one.
Yeah, he didn't need the fourth one. All right, so in that same breath, Cade, would you consider yourself an affiliate of NPS?
Oh, 100%.
Facts.
He is. We got to come up. See, I was thinking about this. I was trying to come up with like cool names.
We do. And I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about, I haven't thought of anything that makes sense.
But because like on the Baseball is Dead podcast I listen to, their listeners are called the Gravediggers.
Okay.
So like we got to come up with something.
You got to come up with a name for the affiliates, yeah.
Yeah. Like the
well, no. So like people like Cade, they are affiliates.
Yeah. I mean like
you need for the fans.
For their fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need a name.
Our fan base definitely needs a name.
So but yeah, I'll congratulate Small Hand Clap, Cade being first special guest.
Facts.
I appreciate y'all having
Cry if you're not.
Yeah, exactly. True.
But anyways.
But all right, so me and Timo's background, right? We grew up. We played baseball for 90% of our lives, right? We both played a little bit of football, a little bit of basketball.
Right.
What was sports like for you growing up? Because I know you played soccer.
It was predominantly soccer. It was 14 years of soccer. And then I played football in middle school both years. I played basketball in middle school. And I played plenty of pickup basketball. But
yeah, we all played pickup basketball.
It's meant a lot, though. It's been a big part of my life, staying active and whatnot.
So where does your passion for sports come from? Because like you're really into basketball, really into football. Recently into baseball. So, growing up just playing soccer, where does the basketball and football come into play? Like just seeing it on TV, or you fan of competition, or what?
So my dad and brother both. My brother's being 10 years older than me. My dad and my brother my brother's 10 years older than me, and my dad was obviously just growing up watching football and like basketball. I got into it with them because I would see them watch it in the living room or whatever. And basically for like football, like I walked in on them watching a Panthers game, and I watched Steve Smith catch a 60-yard bomb, and I asked my brother, I was like, "Who is that? How did he do that?" And he told me, and I was that hooked me immediately.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. That's I mean, it's always so like, you hear, like, obviously most of whoever does listen, hears, me and Timo and even Nolan, like, we all come from the same background. Like, we were all baseball players. That's what we considered ourselves. So we all geek out over baseball more than anything. So it's a little bit of a change of pace. But It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all.
No, I like the diversity.
Oh, yeah. So, first thing up is I'm on the wrong thing. All right, so NBA free agency opened up last week. I believe the night we were recording for episode 4.
No,
the day after.
It was. I think we recorded. Yeah, it was a few days after.
Because it was just when Kyrie had opted in. Right?
Yeah, it was the day Kyrie opted in.
Okay. So, since then, there has been a plethora of ridiculous things. So we'll get into the Kyrie, KD stuff in a minute. So to get the boring stuff out of the way, quote unquote, Nikola Jokic, Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, Bradley Beal, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, Zach LaVine, and Darius Garland all got their respective maxes. So Garland, Zion, Morant, and they all got their rookie maxes, which is 193 over 5 for Morant and Garland. Morant's could go up to 231, which is what Zion got. So, out of those three, anyway, do y'all think Zion deserved 231 over 5?
Now I want to talk about this one. Zion got the biggest participation award of all time.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
it's crazy.
dude,
Now, hold on. Let's be clear.
dude got a bag to eat gumbo. Like, like
He just
No.
sat on the bench for like literally an entire season.
I think he only
man.
played, like, did he even?
he didn't play this season.
He's
Yeah.
played like less than 60 games in his career.
Yeah.
Now, when he's been out there, he's been
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The production has been there. It's been amazing. 27 and 9, I think he was
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, it was great.
He was an MVP candidate.
Exactly, like he was balling, but like
Through like 3
you
weeks.
played less than 60 games and you're throwing this dude. I'm a Duke fan, bro. So like even from a Duke fan, I'm like that's crazy, bro. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, but
No, sorry, man. Sorry. We'll get into that later.
We won't. I don't think you want to.
Well,
not after this.
we had to
year.
bring him back to
Wait, hold
during
on.
college
I saw
basketball.
something about Coach K playing slots.
He was in the. Yeah, they said y'all had him down bad, bro. I was
Carolina
like,
broke this man.
Maybe he just wants to gamble a little bit. He couldn't gamble as a coach, so.
It is what it is.
But Zion, yeah, back to the topic of Zion getting a max. I don't. I guess just Zion's putting butts in seats in New Orleans. I
yeah.
guess, like that's I guess where the money's coming in. But I couldn't as a coach. If he wants that max, he could because he still had another year on the rookie deal, right?
Um,
Don't they have? Didn't he have another? Because they signed an extension, so next year they're still on rookie money, right?
So how rookie deals work is the first 2 years are you're on the team, and then the last 2 years are team options. So he had a team option for this coming season. But like John Morant, Darius Garland. I don't know about Darius Garland, but I know John Morant and Zion were drafted in the same year, right?
I'm pretty sure Darius
So-
Garland was a part of that draft too.
I think he
He was.
So this is all the end of their third year going into their fourth. So
If they had a team option, and it's something, if you had 2 years of team options on them, because I think it's 4-year deals with team options.
yeah. So the first two are just contract years, and then the last two are team options.
So he would have had to, if you want this max, it's a risk reward program you're running as a franchise. Because now if Zion, but it would have been one I had to take, because if I'm giving Zion max money, I need Zion to play like a max player and be on the court as a max player. I don't need him to be Kawhi, but rookie form.
See what I
Like what I mean is like playing like Kawhi does now, but as a rookie.
Man,
like
what
a
I would
young
have
guy.
done is I would have waited this season out.
He would have had to play this year.
Yeah,
And then got the bag.
Yeah, I'm with that. You got to prove it year. basically.
Because then at this point, there's a kid over in France who is really ridiculous. So what they really could have done is been like, show us you can play at least 70 games.
But even if they
That
don't
team
pay
is that
Zion
team
and
is a
let him
threat in the
walk,
West.
That
With
team is
Zion
still
healthy,
good
that
enough
team
to
is a
make
threat in the
they're
West.
but I'm saying even without Zion, that team isn't going to be bad enough to bag Wemby.
No,
Not with Bi.
they were still in the
So you're
playoffs
telling me
this
if
year.
if they threw Zion in a trade package, they couldn't get one?
They were a play-in team this year without Bi or without
They
Zion for a
throw
whole year.
Zion in a trade package,
To
they
where?
couldn't get one.
Oh,
That's what
so
I'm
you're
talking
saying
about.
trade for the
Yes.
So
Well, then
trade
you're
for
but then you're
someone.
dependent on whoever you trade him to with Zion to be bad enough for one.
I mean, that's true.
Because, I mean, who would you be debating on getting one? Who would even be?
Victor Wembanyama.
No. I'm saying like who's going to be bad enough that they're going to have the one pick?
Oh man.
Orlando again?
No, not with Boncaro.
See, I don't think Boncaro.
Yeah, but
I would have picked Boncaro 3. No, I probably if I'm drafting, I would have went Jabari, Paulo, Chet. But I mean, I'm not hating on Chet. I just don't think.
Chet's nice, man. He did get bodied by Kenny Lofton the other day, though.
Hey, 11, 12, and 2 blocks. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I mean, that's
a
not-
bad
that's not-
game.
no, it's
That's
not
a
bad.
bad game, bro.
It's
all
not
he
bad.
Need, man, all,
He just had bad highlights because it was a big man putting it in his
all
chest.
he needs is
Yeah,
25
Kenny Lofton
pounds,
was
man.
rocking the
25 pounds of
cradle.
muscle on, bro.
But Ja Morant. Ja Morant. I think he probably definitely deserved his
What y'all think about Ja coming in the other day and telling that waitress? Then when they asked, like, who are you? He's like, man, that's, or it might have been his friend said, like, that's Black Jesus. Whenever she tipped the waitress.
I saw that.
Okay, first off, Michael Jordan is Black Jesus. All right. His nickname on Basketball Reference
Is Black Jesus.
is literally Black Jesus.
That's true.
Ja Morant, I'm not getting into that because his Twitter presence already.
We need some more production, or not more production, more years of that. More years of what we've already seen before we gonna start talking like that. I feel like.
Yeah. I'm fine with him getting the max, but calling himself Black Jesus off the max is crazy.
And now he probably should have got 231 over 5 straight. His 231 over 5 is dependent on the fact that he makes an All NBA team.
Oh, we'll get that. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, that's his conditions right now for him to get
He'll
the.
definitely get it then.
Oh, of course.
He was All NBA this year, right?
Yeah. All he has to do is, I mean, if he puts up 25 and 7, he's gonna get All NBA. He's Ja Morant. He's a high flyer. People love him. Writers love him. So he'll get it. Now, Darius Garland, I do not think has done enough to deserve 193 over 5, especially since they have thrown Colin Sexton to the curb like a used tissue.
But when you look at the fact, I mean, I think that, no, y'all can call me crazy, but I view Darius Garland as the second coming of Chris Paul.
What did he just say?
Nah, like I'm.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Okay, you know what? No, go ahead. Explain yourself. Go ahead.
Like he's young right now, and I'm not saying he's gonna be like Hornets Chris Paul was, but I'm saying there's a version of Chris Paul in Darius Garland.
Bro.
I like Darius Garland.
I can see Darius Garland's pattern some of his moves and game after Chris Paul, but that's about all I see. I don't think he has quite the vision and the playmaking that Chris Paul when Chris Paul first came in.
He scores he scores better from deep and in the paint.
Chris Paul came in throwing double-digit assists his rookie year.
Oh yeah.
That. Quite literally.
Yeah, but I see that in Garland's playmaking. Like he'll get double digits.
It's solid, but I definitly don't feel like it's quite where CP. So it's like
quite absolutely not. And Darius Garland around the rim is like,
but
he's smooth.
Okay, what I was wanting to say about Darius Garland though, about him getting the max, Cleveland, in order to sell anything, like when you talk about the franchise, whenever it was breaking up, it was like, all right, LeBron's leaving for LA. They were willing to throw a bag to Kevin Love to stay around. Yeah, and Kevin Love was already on the back end in 18.
Right.
I just think Cleveland is
so they understand that, like, look, this isn't an attractive place to begin with.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, and so in order to keep this special talent around that made an all-star game for us, we are going to throw him a max. But who else are they going to spend the money on right now?
I mean, if you look after LeBron and obviously Kyrie, I mean, next up is Mark Price and Brad Daugherty in the Mount Rushmore
of the Cavaliers,
of Cleveland Cavaliers.
Kevin Love's up there, probably.
And if you look across the spectrum, you got the Browns. Oh boy, right? They haven't been good since Jim Brown. Okay. And then
Baker Mayfield might be on the Mount Rushmore for the Browns, bro.
Yeah,
he won him a playoff game.
That's what I'm saying. And then you have the Guardians. Have they ever been good?
They made that World Series that 1 year.
That 1 year.
Yeah, and they got beat by the Cubs, who had not gotten one for 108 years straight. Yeah, and they were up 3-1. Yeah,
that's tough.
Cleveland is never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
But yeah, I think my whole point of why Garland got the bag is because they got to sell somebody's jersey.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they can't sell.
Yeah.
They can't sell Cedi Osman jerseys.
Yeah.
Hey, Mobley though, they're gonna.
Oh, Evan Mobley is nice.
And they just drafted his brother too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
They did. That was. Yeah.
I think they need to do a sign and trade with Sexton for wherever he's going to go, because he's gone. If he was coming back, he'd be here by now.
Miami. We'll give you Kyle Lowry.
Double cheeked up Lowry.
Exactly.
They're like, hey, bro, I know we got rid of Sexton because we just wanted
That's how
Garland
they-
to
that's
have the
how they-
ball, and they're like, we're bringing in Kyle Lowry.
That's how they
He
can
has
put.
to have the ball.
yeah,
That's how they can put fans in the stands out in Cleveland. Just have like
a double cheeked up.
Oh yeah, Kyle
point
Lowry,
guard.
wet T-shirt contest at halftime, shaking that thing, busting it down.
Sean Watson would be in attendance.
Facts.
Maybe.
Yeah, he might be doing. He might be. They might be making. Well, I've made that joke too many times on this show.
He might be in the clink, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I was too. I was
mean,
going to say they're doing longest
It's
yard too.
possible, man. You never know. You never know what they.
I mean,
can find.
yeah, that's true.
If he don't get suspended, he'll get so many boos
Oh yeah.
across everywhere.
Oh
Everywhere.
yeah. Do they play Houston? Oh, that would be.
Oh, it's Bank of America week 1, baby.
Oh no, I'm saying, do they play Houston this year?
Yeah, they do.
In Houston? Oh, that'd be so.
The Browns
poetic.
play Houston.
I want to say they play Houston. I could be wrong.
Please tell me the Browns play the Texans
I really hope
in
it's so.
Houston.
Yeah, in Houston, that would be nice.
That's pay per view.
Yeah, 100%. You could definitely.
I'd almost pay.
Milkman Mills versus Deshaun Watson.
So
All right, so getting into free agency, it all started really with DeJounte Murray to the Hawks, correct? That's like what kicked it off?
John Wall
Really,
choice.
it was Brunson
Oh, yeah.
to the Knicks because that deal was done.
I mean,
before free agency
they're going
was
to get
open.
tampering fines from
Yeah,
that.
they are
exactly.
getting fines for that.
Yeah, the Mavs were.
I don't know. I
pissed.
thought the John Wall to the Clippers was interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that because he's basically just a old Kyrie at this point. So, and that's who they wanted, and that's who honestly would have been the best fit. But I mean,
John Wall might be a big 3 AI at this point.
Honestly, man, at this point in his career, and with the two other guys that he's got to play with who are going to have the ball a lot, Kawhi and PG, providing they stay healthy and like aren't on super rest games and whatnot.
yeah,
I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna say he can get like 18 and 8 for sure. Which is, I mean, is not bad at all, especially as a third option. I don't think, especially at this point in his career. You know, he's had several knee surgeries and whatnot.
I don't think you meant to throw that subliminal in there.
I didn't.
But
But I realized what I was saying.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
two players
He
that align
instant-
very close, and one of those players is very close to my heart.
Yeah.
I don't think 18 and 8 is the third option.
Hey, look.
What about as the second option?
Well, hey,
No, I'm just playing- I'm playing.
he had to be the second option when Anthony
Yeah, I
Davis
know.
played 14 games or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
But
dude.
no, that was not a sub. I promise.
I know. I'm
I
good,
can't
I'm
wait
good.
for like Mike and Hayden to hear that and be like, Timo.
Nah, but it's
Oh no, you're definitely gonna.
Don't
hear
worry, because Genie Bus. Never mind.
I'm waiting on Le GM to make a move.
that. The GM. Fuck the GM.
Genie Bus.
So, another one that, I think can only mean so much is Kevin Herter to Sacktown.
Yeah, that's.
Or we could talk about.
I mean, I've got.
Okay, I was about to say that's the most important one. I was about to say I got a couple here.
Yeah, no.
got a
That's
few
definitely
more.
not the
I was
most
like,
important one, but I'm saying like.
In terms of not mattering.
So
much.
I feel like they did that so they can move Buddy Hield. They get Buddy Hield's contract off. They get a taller, better shooter,
Right.
white Buddy Hield, right? But I believe he's in a contract.
Hold on, did you call him a white better shooter than Buddy Hield?
He's definitely a better shooter than Buddy Hield.
What? Am I missing something? Is Buddy Hield?
Is he actually a higher
Kevin
percentage?
Herter?
Yeah.
No.
Kevin Herter is
He's a shooter for sure. but is he-
flamethrower.
I know,
Sid,
but
I'm willing to
is he
bet. I've
way
not
above
checked
Buddy
any
Hield's?
percentages. I'm willing to bet. What percentage you want to check? 3-point or overall?
Oh, 3-point.
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
check
know.
3-point. I'm willing to bet with you right now.
Oh, he hasn't been a better shooter than Kevin Herter for his whole career. I can guarantee that.
Not his whole career, but I think like as of like this past
Because
season,
am I
I
tripping or
definitely
does
think
Buddy
he-
Hield not finish like top 3 in 3-point percentage?
Yeah, he always does. He's always like top 3 or 5 in 3-point percentage most of the years. Like that was his whole thing.
Sid, do you want to put like $5 on this or anything?
I'm
Or?
not putting no money on it, man. I'm sorry to tell you.
I just let that go by. Then it registered in my mind. I was like, hold on, did he mean to say better shooter?
Yeah, I thought about that for a second afterwards too, and I was like,
It's in his DNA.
he's a great shooter. I'm not discrediting Kevin Herter.
Oh, it's in his DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's white.
It's his hairline.
Yeah.
It just exudes shooting ability.
All right, but keep going about Kevin Herter while I pull these stats.
No, I mean, I just don't think it moves the needle, but it's something I thought was big enough that needed to be talked about. I don't understand why Atlanta would let him walk.
No,
But-
he was such a valuable player for them.
But
feel
I
What did they get for that?
I can't remember.
It was like a pick of some. It was a
Oh, was
future
They probably tried to stack back on picks after
Yeah,
trading
it
for
was
DeJounte Murray.
I'm pretty sure it was a future pick.
But also, I mean, they have DeAndre Hunter, who does the same thing Kevin Herter does, but plays defense. So
Yeah, he's got a longer frame too.
he's got a what?
Longer frame.
Pause. And then
Did Basketball Reference update? No, it's just not loading all the way right now.
Yeah. And they also got rid of Cam Reddish, I believe, for the same reason. But so what you got over there, Timo? You look like you had something you wanted to talk about. Or Cade. Any free agency moves? I mean, we'll get to the Gobert deal. We'll kind of save that right before the KD Kyrie thing, but
Grant to the Blazers. I know that was a while back, but that kind of threw me off overall. I wasn't really sure. Portland got him for practically nothing.
well, I mean, $20 million. He's about to hit 30.
I don't know. I feel like he could obviously on a competing team.
Yeah. I mean, beside Anthony Simons, Damian Lillard, who'd they just draft? They just drafted somebody, didn't they?
I just don't understand why Detroit let him walk. But I mean, I do, but I don't at the same time. It was for not for as much as I thought he could have went for.
Oh no, they definitely should have got more, especially for somebody they paid $20 million. But he's a 20-point-a-game guy. I don't know if he keeps that up in Portland beside Dame, because of how much attention he brings in the vacuum.
Nah, but he
gives on
can
offense.
guard 1 through 5 though. So I mean, he's an
That is
effective
true.
player.
Buddy Hield's a career 40% shooter. Kevin Herter's a 38% shooter for a career. I mean, Herter's closer than I would have guessed.
I knew he was a good shooter.
Buddy
I just
Hield's
figured
numbers.
was a
Buddy
little
Hield's
high.
numbers also came down a lot whenever he went to in these past couple years. Whenever he had to start creating his own three and stop being more of a catch and shoot guy. But
Christian Wood to the Mavs.
Yeah,
we talked about that.
yeah,
up
we
here.
talked about that.
Oh
last
yeah,
week.
that's right. You guys
Yeah.
did.
We can Malcolm Brogdon to the C's.
I thought that was
Yeah.
a great pickup.
It was. And I saw something that
Fantastic.
I saw
And they
something
got him
somebody
for nothing.
saying.
I mean, they traded him
that's
for,
what
like-
in my notes it says Brogdon to the Celtics for pocket lint.
Yeah. So
I mean, essentially, it was 3 guys who were talented, but they weren't even in the rotation for the Celtics. So like,
nope, they weren't.
now
So
you just
they
traded for a rotational guy. That's absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think he starts?
I saw somewhere they view him as a 6-man.
See, if I'm them, Marcus Smart, get off the ball, go play defense, become a 3-and-D guy because
Yeah.
you can't create your own shot.
So
I'm starting
Who
him.
do you bump out of the starting lineup?
I'm pulling Derek White to the
That's what I
6-man.
figured.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I was
the start
thinking.
lineup would be Malcolm Brogdon,
Then Marcus
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 Smart.
Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford.
That's fire.
That's
It's
fire.
Robert Williams, right?
I mean, Robert Williams.
Williams, man. Robert Williams is a really good defender. I
Yeah.
like Robert
See,
Williams.
and I mean, Tatum's going to be a little undersized at 6'9", 220.
He's 6'10".
He's 6'10"?
Even with that though, with the way small ball
That
is
is
now,
true.
Yeah,
a stretch 4, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Are we gonna
you-
get to
you
the-
create matchup nightmares?
Did we ever cover really a lot of like what we think about DeJounte Murray to the Hawks? I know we brought it up, but like, what do you think that does? Does that do it? Because for me, like, the trade happened, and I was like, it's smooth. But I don't know if it moves the needle a ton.
I mean, they're looking to trade John Collins.
yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, so when they trade John Collins,
So if you
they're
just
gonna
got a
be right-
backcourt of DeJounte,
Well,
and,
originally I heard John Collins was supposed to be involved in that deal. Like before the trade actually went through, I heard that I'd read somewhere that John Collins was supposed to be
so
included.
Spurs were like, just F it, y'all can have them.
I think. Well, I mean,
That's what
three
it
first round
was.
picks. I don't think they just said F it. You can have them.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still, I mean, I don't know. I guess
Get John Collins in Charlotte.
Yeah, actually, that would be ridiculous.
I don't know.
Now that Miles Bridges is gone, we got somebody who can play the Miles Bridges role.
Oh yeah, that was
He'd
a whole
be-
fiasco. Dude,
I mean-
the biggest bags. He beat out Dennis Schroeder for the biggest bag seller ever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. He was in line for 20. He was in line for a max. Like if Charlotte would eventually have caved and given him a max.
I don't think Charlotte would have given him a max.
they had a max on the table. They pulled it.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
I didn't think they would ever offer it to him because I don't know.
It's Michael Jordan, bro.
He doesn't. He's not a max player in my opinion.
He's not. I mean, on the top end, he's a smooth 25 million a year player, and that's if he repeats what he did last year.
Yeah, and you have to get better after that,
Yep.
especially
you
being how
do.
young he is.
Well,
We want to get into the deal that broke basketball.
prison ball is going to be a breeze for him.
I saw
There's
something
not
else it was like him and Montrezl Harrell going back and forth.
Dude.
It was Kobe and Shaq highlights.
Dude, Montrezl Harrell, bro.
Moving 3 pounds of
Wait.
marijuana, bro, over state
Wait.
lines.
There is no practical application for 3 pounds of marijuana.
They pulled him over. He was like, yeah,
3
personal-
trash bags. It's in the back.
3.
He's like, yeah, personal use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He looks like
Are
it.
you sure, bro?
Why are you selling weed as a NBA?
So I'm saying, bro, nah, I saw this tweet. It was like they just hoop part time and shit.
Yeah, for real.
Man.
And then
that's wild.
LaMelo's got a whole thing going on with Tiana Trump.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fiasco. He's gonna give.
No, not anymore.
Oh, did that end?
I mean, he was dating an IG model for a little bit.
LaMelo getting around quick.
Oh, dude, he's 6'8" and light skinned. Of course he's getting around
With
quick.
money.
Yeah,
With
and
money.
and he's a millionaire. He's the best ball brother. Of course he is.
Don't sleep on LeAngelo coming for the comeback player of the year.
Stop
Jello on the Greensboro Swarm, man. you laughing, but I'm serious.
He is on the Greensville Swarm.
Oh my goodness. No one's got something to be excited about, Dan. But
Like I said, let's get into the trade that broke basketball.
what, Gobert?
Yeah, it broke basketball because now KD's market is...
That's true. That does skyrocket his market because they gave up a
Hold on,
ridiculous
hold
amount
on.
for Rudy Gobert. Because let me tell you something.
I got the bag. I got this thing right here.
I don't know. I think on the high end, I'm giving up 5 picks for Kevin Durant right now. On the high end, I'm giving up 5 picks for LeBron right now.
5 picks and an All-Star, right?
Yeah.
That's the price. That's the
I
asking
mean,
price.
they gave up... Here's the deal.
It has to be.
Rudy for Pat Bev, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, Leonardo Balmero. Don't know who he is.
And
Sorry,
Kessler.
kid. And Walker Kessler, who's going to just go in and be a white Rudy Gobert. For 4 firsts and a pick swap in 2026. So assuming the best pick ends up going to
Well, okay,
Utah
hold
in
on.
that
Or could
situation.
we blame DeJounte Murray? Because me personally,
No.
I don't think DeJounte Murray's a 3 first
He's
guy.
not, but Rudy definitely isn't 4 with the swap.
Yeah, no, I'm with Mo on that
is
one.
Rudy 3?
Especially because you don't consider 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 4 and a guy who's going to be wearing a jumpsuit, role players, and 4 first, and in 2026, bud, y'all can have the best one.
Yeah, that's OD. That's a little ridiculous.
Nah, for Rudy, I'm saying like I'm saying 3. I'm with you. Probably like 3. I don't think he's worth 4.
I'm not giving up 2 for Rudy.
And honestly,
Yeah, because he's a max player. He's getting the same money
That's
that
ridiculous.
Zion Williamson and John Morant's getting.
And I completely disagree with that. But for you're giving max money to someone who is useless outside of the paint on offense and defense.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah,
to me.
look,
He
Rudy
gets
Gobert.
pulled out of the box and he is toast.
Yeah, he's
he
toast.
is Eli Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rudy
He's burnt
Gobert.
toast.
And let's not get it wrong. Like, not just because the kid, well, mostly because the kid went to UNC. But Walker Kessler, he's going to be nice. If he slides in and automatically starts starting for Utah, I mean, if all they did was lose Rudy Gobert and open up more money for next free agency, next year they'll be back to being one of the top. Assuming someone wants to sign to go to Utah. But
I think
Walker Kessler's nice.
they did it to shake things up. I don't think Rudy Gobert.
I don't think Rudy got along with Donovan Mitchell that well.
Well, I mean, Rudy,
Yeah.
The
He was
last
kinda-
few years.
Yeah, those last few years were kind of rough.
There was that stat that they had more lobs than Donovan Mitchell had passes.
So Trey Young had more assists
To John
John Collins than
I thought it was more alley oops, like more.
No, so
Lobs.
it was Trey Young had more assists to John Collins, who I believe was hurt to start the year. No, it was more assists to Clint Capella, who got hurt at the end of the season than John Morant had. I mean, not John Morant, Donovan Mitchell had passes to Rudy Gobert.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it opens up their offense. I don't know who their starting center is now.
who for the Wolves?
Utah.
It's Walker Kessler.
So now, do you think they slide Cat to the 4 and mini?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the plan all
He's
along.
going to go to the 4 and cook.
Yeah. Oh, he already tweeted. He was like, He already tweeted. He said bag work.
Yeah, if he can give us 70 games, he might be an MVP candidate.
But you know what? I don't feel like the Gobert trade puts them over the top.
See,
It doesn't.
I think we're missing the picture here, and the Gobert trade.
Because what interior defense did they have?
Well, who?
Because Cat was not that great of an interior defender.
Cat is a cone inside.
Yeah.
That's Georgie Zhang, or ain't that his name?
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
All defensive first team, right?
And don't get it twisted. I know Rudy Gobert is very good at what he does on the interior, but he's not a max player.
No, he's not.
He's a great help defender, but I think we're missing the point that this trade, we're thinking about how it's going to elevate Cat, but I think we're going to see it hurt the development of Anthony Edwards because
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be extreme, but I'm saying now it's going to be a situation where you're taking the pain away more from Anthony Edwards.
And I would say he thrives off a lot of drives.
Yeah.
Not that he doesn't shoot.
So now help defense is going to be there more.
So.
I mean, I like Ant too, but I'm just saying.
Now, you know,
it becomes more complicated.
You
if
slot
anything.
Gobert in, and now Cat can get out of the paint.
Well, Cat was out of the paint anyways on their offense.
Yeah, that's why it would allow Anthony Edwards to get
They were running 5 wide.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to hinder Anthony Edwards at all. And if it
Who was the 4 last year with Cat there?
Probably Jared Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it was Vandy. Because they traded him in the...
Yeah. But, Brian Windhurst called that, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Brian Windhurst was ahead of the curve.
Yeah, no,
he looked like...
I hope he's ahead of these next few curves.
He was orchestrating that.
You hope.
But... Anything else on the NBA? Like anything else on the free agency front? Okay, you got any notes that you scribbled down over there in your caveman wall?
Oh yeah.
I sent today.
I like that.
I sent today, but so reports come out. So they're meeting in the G League. Lakers and Nets are going to be talking face to face.
Yeah.
If a deal can't get done there, the attention turns towards Buddy Hield and Eric Gordon for the Lakers.
Eric Gordon is like 36, bro.
And he's making like $19 million.
The Buddy Hield, I'm all for that. I think that would be great for you guys. Eric Gordon like 4 years ago. You got something, but I don't know. I don't know about this Eric.
I think Eric Gordon. I mean, the team's so young now, bro. There's fun fact. The Lakers have 2 players on the roster. And last year we were a retirement home, and it came to show. And now this year, 2 players are over 30 on the roster.
Yeah, because you had 2 draft picks and then signed 2 UDFAs.
We had 1 draft pick, signed 3.
So you're basically bringing in 4 rookies.
No, they're not going to start. I mean, they're going to be in the G League. Only 2 of them are going to be up. We signed like 5 guys that are under 30, 5, 6. How many ever?
Well, I mean, I don't know how that helps y'all, but we'll see. I guess. Is Max Christie going to be in the bigs to start with?
Max Christie, Cole Swider has the best chance of being in the bigs off of that group.
Facts.
Cole Swider can spray it.
Can he? I don't know much about Cole.
How you feel about Scottie Pippen Jr.? Scottie
Pippen Jr., I don't know if you're going to see... Now, watching him and what I've seen in the G League of Scottie Pippen Jr., it looks a lot like the guy that they saw at Vandy, in which, I mean, he can go out and he can get a bucket. He's sometimes a little too careless with the ball, but he'll get the numbers for assists. So, I mean, he'll need a year of development in the G League, but I think he could come in and be a solid... I think he'll end up becoming a solid NBA player. I'm not saying he's ever going to be an all-star or anything, but he'll be solid.
Solid rotational piece.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw a graphic. I had Sharif O'Neal.
Oh, boy.
Thomas Bryant.
Oh, yeah.
Scottie Pippen Jr. How much help does LeBron need? How much help does this man need?
I gotta say, for as far as the Sharif thing, I was so disappointed. I was like, let's look at Sharif's stats and see if he deserves a spot on an NBA roster. And in college, this man averaged 2 points a game. And
okay,
I understand.
Before he went to college, he had a heart surgery.
Yeah,
so coming back from a heart surgery, I mean, it's like Andrew Jones from Texas. He got diagnosed with lymphoma after. Dude, Andrew Jones from Texas, I believe it was Texas. He was next I don't know if you ever watch Andrew Jones highlights before he unfortunately got diagnosed with lymphoma or Hodgkin's lymphoma, I believe. I could be wrong. Or might have been leukemia.
He could hoop.
Andrew Jones was ridiculous. He was like number 1 overall pick good, or at least on that track, right?
He was definitely a lottery pick. He could hoop.
And I mean, he was only able to play like 1 game his senior year because of recovery. So
getting back to all this, assuming the rumors on the market right now is that the only people interested in Kyrie are the Lakers. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not confirming nor denying. I'm just saying that the only team that's interested is the Lakers, and they're offering Russ. The Nets don't want Russ, but that's the only team really reaching out and making a deal in any shape or form because other GMs don't want the headache.
And he's making $37 million.
I think he ends up in LA, but not until next year.
I mean, it's a contract year for him.
And then I wanted to talk about our predictions because, I mean, what could happen is they aren't able to work a deal out with LA, and Brooklyn and Kyrie and KD talk, and they just run it back for a year.
KD's not staying. Kyrie would stay. I don't see KD staying at all.
Okay, so where do we? That's what I was going to get. I think the most likely package, but they're saying they're not going to give it up. But I was thinking it was nice as if Toronto slid Scotty Barnes, and picks for KD.
I don't think you give up Scotty Barnes.
I don't think you give up Scotty Barnes either, not for a 33-year-old.
And there's no guarantee Kevin Durant's going to stay in Toronto either.
So what's your predictions?
It'd be like the Kawhi thing.
What's your predictions? I want to hear your package for Kevin Durant.
For KD?
Yep, for Kevin Durant.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, you could send him anywhere you want, but...
No, I'm pretty sure he's probably got a no-trade thing in his... Where, like, he can...
Oh, I didn't think he had that in his contract.
Oh, most...
It would probably be a situation where they would bring the deals in front of KD, and it would have to be somewhere KD wanted to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Because at the end of the day, KD could just take all this back.
Exactly, yeah.
And they'd just be like, okay, KD, you're staying.
So... the Kyrie situation is simple to break down, right? So when it comes to KD, it is officially time to bring back the cupcake meme. It's officially time. And I love Kevin Durant. But come on and say that you want to be traded to a team with 2 All-Stars.
That's crazy.
And you're
supposed to be that guy.
You're a consensus top 5 guy in the NBA.
Yeah, you're supposed to be that guy.
And you are requesting a trade from Kyrie Irving to go play with 2 All-Stars. Even though the whole reason the team is bad is because of how many assets they just shipped away for Ben Simmons.
Best I can do is Russ THT none in the first.
And that's gonna get you.
And the first is in.
And that's
the first is in.
That's it.
And the first is in 2046 when they finally get out of the Anthony Davis deal. So, yeah. Good luck. And
KD'd be crazy.
Good news, shithead. It's a pick swap.
Hey, that's why when you asked in the group chat the other day, you were like, "We can't get Moose." I said, "Not with what y'all got, bro. You really can't. You really
Mike
can't."
Muscala is untouchable for the Lakers.
And like,
Mike Muscala has a no trade clause.
Thunder legend.
He come in, he's like, "Nah, I'm not leaving."
Almost as good as Thunder
Just
legend.
bought a house.
and my next thing with Kevin Durant, right?
Atlanta Hawk legend Carmelo Anthony.
The first 2 teams out of his mouth, F the 2 All-Stars thing, that is what it is. There's a few teams in the league with 2 All-Stars, right? The first 2 teams out of his mouth were the 1 seeds from both conferences.
Yeah.
Miami and Phoenix. Now, personally, Phoenix can give the best deal.
Who goes in that deal?
Ayton.
Oh, DeAndre Ayton, because they
don't want Ayton.
They feel like Ayton can get this similar production out of somebody not named DeAndre Ayton. So perfect. I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
So DeAndre Ayton has a special skill set, in my opinion.
He's nice from the midi, the mid range.
Yes, yeah. So now, but my thing is, right, so Phoenix could easily give them the best deal. Yeah, and there's really no debate. They could give them DeAndre Ayton. And then they would probably have to come off McHale or Cam Johnson.
I'm about to say,
preferably,
I think to get Kevin Durant, you have to come off Mikal Bridges in that deal. You have to.
I don't know, man. It depends on how many firsts they throw with it. So
if he's not there, then he definitely has to go.
I mean, Cam Johnson's got to go. Johnson's got to go.
Oh, yeah.
And then it would probably be like a vet like Jay Crowder.
I could see that.
So, like, best deal they could get would be now in a world where they fleece the Suns, it would be Ayton, Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and a pick or two. Probably 2 picks.
They said they value players over picks.
Okay, well then it would be Ayton, Cam Johnson.
They values players over picks. Who?
The Nets are valuing players over picks.
So then it would probably be, where they fleece the Suns, it would be Ayton, Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Jay Crowder.
So
for like Kevin Durant and like some crackhead, that's like the 9th man.
What if Max ain't crazy and KD joins the Nuggets for Michael Porter Jr.?
For Michael Porter Jr.
I mean, and
what else?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to take a look at the Nuggets roster.
Yeah,
and Bones Highland could go.
They don't need Deshaun Bones Highland. They have Kyrie Irving, so they're
the Nuggets.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why would the Nets intake? Because I mean,
more than one dude's got to handle the ball over there.
Yeah, that's true. But they have Patty Mills coming off the bench. They got Kyrie Irving starting. They got Cam Thomas.
Ben Simmons, if he ever plays, is
Ben
probably going to handle
Simmons
the ball.
would be a ball handler.
I forget Ben Simmons is alive.
I forget he's a fucking basketball. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
He's not a hooper. He's not.
Y'all see where he deactivated? He posted the video. He posted the video saying like, "I'm ready," and and it was like in the Nets. And then like next thing you know, after all the KD drama comes out, he's deactivated his Instagram.
Like, God bless, dude. Half of his career highlights are from the summer league, bro. That's no bueno.
Hey, man,
somebody
was knocking down pull-up middies in the summer league, though.
Yeah, why can't you do that in the NBA, man? Like,
somebody was they posted his highlights too, and they're like, hold on, they're like, nah, Evan Turner is in the Celtics.
I mean, and his whole like he's like, to be a professional athlete. I'm off on my Ben Simmons tangent now. And mental health is a real thing, right? People with mental health problems is a real thing. Like Kevin Love, feel for him. There's a lot of players in baseball that are outspoken about it. We have players
even stepped away for that reason.
Exactly. We have players, across all sports. I mean, most recently in baseball that I know of, or at least that is kind of broadcast, was Tyler Skaggs.
Eduardo Rodriguez right now is going through some stuff.
See, and then Tyler Skaggs overdosed on fentanyl cocaine, and then so the linebacker, I believe, from Baltimore just did it. So I mean, mental health is a real thing. Mental health problems is a real thing, but to put it out on the airways that a mental block is preventing your back from physically healing,
that doesn't make any sense at all.
I mean, come on, bro.
That is a crock of crap.
I mean, come on, bro. I mean, now, granted, from what we understand, he's got a herniated disc. That's nothing to play with, especially if it's your lower back starts bringing in nerves in your legs, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, but your brain is not going to prevent you from physically healing.
You can get that fixed. You know what I mean? I mean, you weren't going to play anyway. But then again, going under the knife, he's only like 26. I understand that, but I mean, at some point, dude, grow up. You got to have an edge in the pros, man, and I just don't think he has it.
All right, I got a package for you.
Oh, brother.
I pulled up the roster. We're gonna give you right.
Come on, Denver. So you're Denver. I'm Brooklyn.
Yep. I mean, you're probably saying no.
Okay, go for it.
We're sending you MPJ, Michael Porter Jr.
Okay.
We're going to send you Bones Highland.
Okay.
We're going to send you Aaron Gordon.
I knew he was going to say that.
And 8 first-round picks.
Yeah, I'm about to say eight first would have made that worth it, because I was about to tell you to kick rocks.
How does Vlatko Kankar sound to you? Does he tickle you?
Yeah, I don't think Vlatko Kankar is swinging the needle, bud.
Ish Smith.
Good try, buddy. I mean, they
Didn't
traded
they just
Will
they
Barton.
just drafted Christian Braun? That's
I don't
their.
know who that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
What was I about to say? Oh, after Phoenix, the best deal would probably be Miami. I mean, as much as I would not want to give up Tyler Hero.
What are you willing to give up to get Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant?
Let me hear your. Let me be Brooklyn. I'm Brooklyn. You're.
I would prefer if I had to get Kevin Durant. There's two trades.
Don't do one in a land where you hold on to Tyler Hero.
Well, one of them is going to be us holding on to Tyler Hero, but you'll see why. So that's perfect world scenario for me as a Heat fan. So like Kyle Lowry has to go to make the money match. That's no questions asked. Bama's untouchable. Jimmy's untouchable. We've already come out and said that. Kyle Lowry has to go. Right? So the deal in which Tyler Hero goes would be Lowry, Hero, D-Rob, and then probably 2 or 3 first. Right? The deal in which Hero stays is similar, but it would be Lowry, D-Rob. D-Rob also has to go to help the money match. Victor Oladipo.
You're paying Duncan Robinson how much?
19.
And Victor just signed for 11. You couldn't trade that till December anyways. You couldn't trade Victor till December.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think about that.
Well, then, scratch that would be Lowry, D-Rob. I don't even know, man. We'd have to come off.
You guys think anything gets done before the season starts?
Yeah, of course. I don't think Kevin Durant's going to play in Brooklyn. He seemed pretty fed up. Even I don't understand why the Nets gave up so much for Ben Simmons.
No,
I mean,
the Sixers fleeced them.
Yeah, dude, that trade was ignorant, but well, if y'all don't have anything else on the NBA front, we can move on. What y'all think? Oh no, hold on. Let's talk about Cade. You know, you're our guest, so
Right.
you know, most of this episode will be centered around, you know, you and your fandom. So you are, who do you follow in the NBA?
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay.
Say it with pride, baby.
And where did that come from? I assume is Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, just as a kid, the first like game or series I remember watching was like 2009 or 2010. They met the Kobe Lakers and in like the first round they 4-2'd us.
Yeah, of course.
But like I watched Russ and I watched KD and I was just enamored with both of those guys.
Yeah.
I just and really it was by chance. I happened to catch him on TV. My brother was watching it. Same instances with the Panthers. I caught him watching it and I was just like, and I asked him about it because he's always a big Kobe guy. So.
Yeah.
So is your brother also a Thunder fan?
No.
Who's your brother cheer for?
He's
Laker fan?
He's always been a big Kobe guy.
Okay.
That's all it really was. Like there wasn't really ever a team. It was just he was always a big Kobe guy.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
All right.
obviously
So how do you feel about the Thunder draft? Y'all drafted both Jalen Williams. Y'all got Chet Holmgren and one more, right?
Who's the guy they gave up all the picks for?
Oh yeah, Ousmane Dieng. They got.
I found out Presti had been watching Ousmane in France play pro ball since he was 16. Presti has been scheming this for 3 years.
So is this where some of the...
I think he's trying to say Ousmane Dieng is going to be a French Luka Doncic.
I'm not saying that, but I think this kid's a sleeper. I don't think a lot of people know that. I feel like I don't know. I just
think
he's
4
one of those guys.
first.
Oh, you got me there, bud. Not a lot of people know.
Yeah,
I'm messing.
But Chet, I'm really excited about Chet. I mean, I liked all 3 of the top 3 guys. Personally, I will be honest. After I saw the Magic decide go Banchero last minute, I was like, all right. So Jabari just fell in your lap, Presti. What are you gonna do? But he held firm. I guess Chet was the guy he wanted all along. But the only thing I'm really worried about with Chet, obviously, you know, he's kind of a skinnier guy. But I mean, if he can put on 25, 30 pounds of muscle, man, I think he's gonna be a menace to society. He knows the game. He can shoot. He's got a smooth handle.
Yeah, I mean, he's averaging 3 blocks a game in the summer league. So, I mean, you can't really.
J Will and J Dub, I like both of them a lot. J Will's the guy out of Arkansas. He's the 6'10".
Is that Jaelin or is that Jaylin?
The one from Arkansas.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't remember. What's the one from? It's the
So we have a new J Will and
the
then we have a
taller
J
one.
Dub
The taller one is the light skinned guy.
with the tattoos.
Yeah, he's from
Okay.
Arkansas, and then the other guy's from Santa Clara. The other guy from Santa Clara, J Dub, he's actually been playing really well these past few games this summer.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, Sid, you know, I mean, we're talking about the NBA here. The tall, light-skinned guy with tattoos. That's pretty good,
Well,
bro.
the light skin out of the two.
I was talking about, Sid was like the one with tattoos. I was like...
Well, no, because I mean I saw the little Spider-Man meme. So
Oh yeah, them pointing at each other.
yeah.
Shout out our media team.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think we had a really nice draft. We got a lot of young guys. It's gonna be interesting when the season starts. I think we can be fighting for a play-in spot.
I don't hate it.
I mean, we'll see. Josh Giddey kind of surprised all of us. You know,
Giddey looks way better than everybody else on the floor in summer league. He looks like levels better
because
than everybody
he's got
else.
NBA experience. That's why.
Yeah, he was playing
I
well.
don't even know why he's.
Yeah, I don't know why he got
Why is
invited
he
to
even
this.
You know what's
playing
crazy
or
though?
something?
Out of all those guys,
Like, do y'all
he's
just,
the second youngest on the roster.
yeah? Do y'all just want a summer league chip or something? Like, what's
I don't
going
know.
on?
We're just getting these guys ready, man.
Dude,
Hey, man.
Josh Giddey was
We
already
scheming
ready.
over here. I don't know.
On the
Yeah,
NBA
he
front,
was
Mac
for a
Mac
long
McClung
time.
got grabbed.
By who?
The Warriors took Mac McClung.
Oh wow!
They
So he
can't
just
keep getting
went.
away
He went
with
across
this.
town then, huh?
The only way he can stay with the Warriors though is if they sign him to either a two-way or he's got to get a roster spot.
I mean,
And if he
they're
don't
gonna-
get one of those, he's coming back to LA.
I mean, they're going to sign him to a two-way. I would assume anyway. I mean,
I heard they were shocked that Gary Payton decided to leave.
Oh, I am upset we waived Isaiah Roby. I was not rocking with.
y'all
that
still have Darius
decision.
Baisley, right?
Yeah, we have Baisley,
That's
but
probably why you drafted Chet instead of Jabari.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm not completely sold on Baisley. He's not a bad player, but
'Cause,
I
I mean-
feel like his development's been a little bit slow considering we did take him.
Y'all
in the
haven't
lottery.
really had a true dominant elite interior presence since probably Sean Kemp.
Steven Adams, baby.
Right.
He was an enforcer, not really as much of a defensive presence.
I mean, y'all had y'all had
Ibaka,
carry the hell on Kendrick
Ibaka.
Perkins.
Ibaka. Hey, Ibaka was
Ibaka was that
Yes,
dude.
but
Ibaka
he
was
doesn't
nice.
have the offense that
That's true.
that
I
Chet
agree
Holmgren's
with you
bringing.
on
I
that.
mean, like somebody that you felt
Do it on both ends.
on both ends of the floor
Yeah.
every night.
Yeah, Chet can give you 25 and like 4 blocks, no problem.
Because Sean Kemp would
Sean Kemp was a
he
menace,
could
man.
fly. Sean Kemp was serious. But if y'all got nothing else, we can move on to football. What y'all think?
I mean, I ain't got no notes. I'm all NBA'd out.
So if we're going on just,
Did we just give you 52 minutes of
yes
NBA?
talk? Yes.
Damn.
52 minutes of NBA. I didn't even realize. So, only real relevant news that's happened recently in the NFL world is the Carolina Football Panthers have just acquired a one Baker Mayfield. And so,
Indeed.
sitting here with two Panthers fans
Yes, sir.
who it's obviously an upgrade, right? So, I mean, we obviously don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, it's Alabama cheeks. That's all you need to know.
Where
I'm
do
waiting
y'all
for
feel
this.
like this puts y'all?
I'm waiting for Sam Darnold demands a trade to come out soon, and I want to know who he thinks is going to trade for him. Because the only option will be
He has
Seattle.
to know, bro. We traded for Baker and we traded up to take Corral in the third. He has to know, like, you're not that guy.
You're done.
Yeah, like he has to realize that.
You're
I'm
done,
certain
bud.
he does.
If he starts week 1, I'm gonna cry.
If
I'm
Oh,
gonna
boy.
cry. You're gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
if Matt Corral rolls out, because all right, boys, y'all ain't gonna.
I'm talking about Sam.
No, we're talking about.
No,
Sam.
I am too. Of Matt Corral. If Matt Rule, I'm sorry, rolls out, he's like, Sam, you got the ball week 1. When Baker could have a revenge game,
Yeah.
when
literally.
Baker, who just oozes confidence, and he's got that what do they call it, whiteboard confidence. Where if you can give me something,
Corked up white boy with a little bit of swag.
yeah, if you can give me something to be mad at you at, I now have something to play for.
And you know what? I don't agree with Skip Bayless very often, but Skip Bayless said this earlier, either today or yesterday. When these types of games come up, Baker Mayfield balls.
Yeah, I don't know.
He said it
Balls
today.
out. Was it
So
today?
in college, I watched most of Baker Mayfield's senior season, I don't know
Baller,
why.
man.
It just happened. Oklahoma was on like every week.
I mean, they were good, man.
They
Great team.
They were
played
fun to
or
watch.
junior season maybe. So yeah, they were good. And they also had Joe Mixon. Was it Joe Mixon?
Mm-mm. Not there.
It was
He was throwing to.
Oh, Joe Mixon's a running back, so he wasn't throwing to him.
CeeDee Lamb.
Were they college teammates there?
Yeah.
I thought it was Hollywood
CeeDee Lamb was
Brown.
probably a freshman, but
I'm pretty
talking
sure he
about
threw a
the
couple
running
to
back.
CeeDee
The
Lamb.
running back was Joe Mixon, correct?
I don't think
Oklahoma
so.
Day? I think he was. Anyway,
Oh, it was either him or P. Ryan. Samaje P. Ryan.
yeah. I watched him go toe to toe with, at the time, unknown Patrick Mahomes in Texas Tech, and Buddy threw for like 600 yards and 6 touchdowns.
That game they had like, I don't know, they ended up with like
They
a
threw for over
crazy-
1,200 yards.
Yeah, that's
him
what
and,
it
yeah,
was.
him and Patty combined for over 1,200 yards
And then rushing too.
13
They
touchdowns.
they had like rushing yards. It was a lot. It was a lot.
That
going
game
on
was
that game.
insane.
That was
Imagine
fun.
being a drunk college student in the student section
Oh.
just watching that one.
Oh, it was
Just
a bad. It
throwing
was
lawn darts back and
it was
forth.
a bad day to be a beer that day. It was
drink every time they score.
yeah.
But he's dead in the
Might as
first
well,
quarter.
yeah, you might as well pitch the tent out in the parking lot because there's going to be a lot of alcohol poisoning.
Oh yeah.
So in other sports news, Joey Chestnut.
Greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
goat, yeah.
More dominant than Shaq.
No.
Man choked out a
not gonna-
protester and kept it pushing.
It still
kept
won by
eating.
20. We're not going to talk about Joey Chestnut though. So a few things.
I thought you wanted our outlook on the Panthers.
Yeah, y'all didn't give it.
Oh I don't know. Like you said, it's obviously an upgrade from Sam Darnold. I don't really know what this does for us as far as the future and Matt Corral goes. I mean, obviously Matt Corral. I would rather Matt Corral learn under Baker Mayfield than Sam Darnold because obviously there's just noticeable difference there. But
And that's where I'm at. Okay, so if I were to... Matt Corral has a lot of... And I don't mean this in a bad way, but Matt Corral has some Baker Mayfield in him as a undersized quarterback who pisses vinegar in college. Okay? And so I would rather Matt Corral hold the clipboard for Baker Mayfield and...
Hold on. Piss vinegar?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
you never heard that term before?
No.
He got that dog in him, basically.
He
Sid.
got that dog in it.
Born leaders, okay? I would rather him do that than Sam Darnold, who says that he isn't really looking to lead a team. He's just looking to play his role. We got a quarterback on our team right now who thinks that he should be a role player.
He's
Sid.
trying to work a 9 to 5, bro.
Yeah, Sid. Sam Darnold.
Pulling doubles at the gas station.
Yeah, Sam Darnold's here just stealing $19 million away this season.
But
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of upside for Matt Corral. I think he's the
Yeah.
future. I really do believe
Yeah.
that. He's got a lot of
I know you
a
said
lot
it
of
on Twitter.
traits. Yeah, and you disagree with me, and that's fine. I think he
Dude,
has a lot of traits to be that guy for us. I really do.
That ball flies out of Corral's hands.
And
Might.
the deep ball is beautiful, man. It's so nice.
And we've drafted our first franchise left tackle since Jordan Gross was in
Icky,
town.
man. I'm excited about Icky too. We've completely revamped the O-line this offseason, so like
And Icky's going to get his test early on. First week, you got Myles Garrett.
yeah.
Second week, I can't even remember who we played.
That's got to suck. Yeah,
You're welcome
buckle
to
up,
the league, kid.
Yeah. Welcome to Carolina. Guess what? You got like 9 weeks to prepare for Myles Garrett
Yeah.
when you were playing in the ACC.
Yeah. But I want to call us a bridge wild card team. And the biggest thing that Baker does for me is he gives you competency at the position. And we might have given up, looking back on it, if we would have just, like, if I could go back in hindsight's 2020, if we ride out the Teddy Bridgewater contract,
Oh God.
Teddy,
we would have been better off, man.
you'd have been better off than giving up. You could have had a second this season.
You
But
traded
then-
for
but
a
hold on,
bridge
think about-
quarterback
but think
and then
about that.
traded the bridge quarterback.
But think about this. Are y'all bad enough with Teddy Bridgewater to get the?
You probably don't get Ike Ekwonu, but I'm saying you would have had a second round pick. You probably don't get, well, you did get J.C. Horn with it, but I'm saying you don't get. But I would have loved to have seen, like, because I just miss like a competent quarterback, and it was hard watching an injured Cam go out there, and it's like this is ruining his legacy with younger Carolina fans because they don't know as much about
They didn't see
prime
what we
Cam
saw,
Newton. Yeah. And now they're going to think of Cam as this bum. And I want to say, so Cam went on a podcast and talked about how he went into this effed up situations, and he was like, I knew what I was getting myself into. But at the same time, I was at the game when Cam came back and how electric it was. But for Matt Rule to turn the ball back over to Sam Darnold to finish the season, at that point,
it really irritated me.
yeah, like I don't care how bad Cam's playing.
No,
You've
just
watched,
ride out the
yeah,
season, bro. You're paying him.
yeah.
Obviously, we know we watched what Sam Darnold did. It wasn't great. Just let Cam ride it out, bro.
Yeah, I've never seen three quarterbacks play in one game bearing with no injuries until this season.
Oh, first four, by the way, are Browns, Giants, Saints, Cards. So.
Browns, Giants. So week 2 he gets Thibodeau.
I mean,
Then he gets Cam Jordan.
it's the Giants, bro. Are you talking about Icky?
Yeah,
Saints, Cardinals. He don't really have nobody in
J.J. Watt.
JJ, yeah.
JJ comes off the other end, though.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's a left end, right?
That means he would go
Or right
against
end, ain't
the
he?
right tackle.
And you're right in?
No, he plays left.
Okay.
At least I believe that's where he was lined up because Chandler Jones was coming off the other side.
Well, I mean, either way, Chandler Jones is no scrub neither.
Well, he's also in Oakland. I mean, Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's not even in Arizona
That's
anymore.
right, I forgot.
Few things. So, U.S. Open Twitter.
Oh, that was
Oh,
crazy.
they fried Drew Lock, man.
Batista bombed Drew Lock the other day,
Off
and
the
Drew
top,
Lock
bro.
was just catching strays, bro.
Weren't even his fault.
No, it was a
At least he
Seahawk
was a good
fan.
sport about it.
Yeah, it was a Seahawk burner. He was like, "Oh yeah, tough talk from guys about to watch 18 games of Drew Lock."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Flamed
god!
over.
Seattle immediately signs Cam Newton for free agency.
They're like, nope, we're not.
What now, U.S. Open?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, try it now. No,
Bro, they keep
Seahawks.
tweeting it. I don't know if you say they keep tweeting at him too. Like
At
they're,
Drew Lock.
they're adding him. Like it's not necessarily like
The
bad.
U.S. Open is adding him?
Oh, all right now.
I'm so serious, bro. They're adding him. It's not like
now.
it's
Okay.
not disrespectful, but it's like banter.
Okay.
It really, you can go look. I'm so serious.
now you're chasing
Okay,
clout.
yeah, that is chasing clout because what you're doing by this is you're trying to get viewership for the U.S. Open,
Yeah, exactly.
and I get it
I'm not
because
watching
the least watched NFL game is going to be 10 times higher than the most watched tennis match.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, bro. I'm watching golf before tennis,
I'm with yeah.
Oh yeah,
and golf is boring to watch. I cannot stand watching golf.
I can't do it.
See?
yeah. I mean, I watch golf, but I'm a golfer.
Yeah, you're a
but
golfer.
still, Kate's getting into golf.
I like to golf. I don't really like watching it all that much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but anyways, I understand the play here. But it's out of pocket to attack Drew Lock, who hasn't said anything to you, and just coming in for being bad.
Yeah, exactly. And so, Tyreek Hill's new podcast on It Needed to Be Said.
I had no idea this was a thing.
Tyreek Hill's podcast?
Yeah.
Where do you think I've been?
I'll be honest. I did not know that.
I've been serving y'all all these Tyreek Hill quotes. It's comes.
I just figured you were like into the Dolphins like media.
Yeah, I've seen the quote you're about to give us online.
I see
Which
a lot
one?
of quotes because I'm big on like the OKC and like Panthers like Twitter media, so like I see a lot of quotes, so that's why I see. I figure that's where you got.
What quote you think I'm finna give you?
The Charmin or the Electric.
God,
Carmen
bless, dude.
Electra and
Tyreek
Rodman.
Hill saying the chemistry with Tua will be like Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra.
Yeah, he does know they divorced, right?
Well, he also does know that one of them was a pitcher, and one of them was a catcher,
I
right?
think Rodman was pitching and catching. I'll be honest with you.
Two-way player, Shohei Ohtani. No, but it's like, why that? You could have said Pippen and Jordan,
Shaq and Kobe, like
Shaq
literally
and
anything.
Kobe.
Bro.
You could have said
Brady and Gronk.
you
like,
could have said
anything, man.
Gretzky and a hockey stick. But no, you chose the guy
You didn't even have to use sports.
you chose the guy that married
Salt and
himself
pepper, bro. Come on.
and his wife that I'm almost certain got it in on center floor of the United Center. And Tyreek Hill then goes on to say, and I know I'm the receiver in this situation, but I'm not going to be doing the receiving. And then Tua followed that up with, how about Pippen and Jordan?
Yeah, I don't blame Tua.
So Tua came with the, all right, hey, actually.
Yeah. So I don't understand why you had to use Dennis Rodman and Carmen
Electra. Oh, man.
But that's where we are with that. And we already spoke about Cade's Panther fandom and everything that entails to that.
JC comeback season. That's the last thing.
DJ Moore becomes a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL.
Oh my God, get me out of here.
I mean, we're at the point. Baker Mayfield coming off of shoulder surgery is the best quarterback that's thrown to DJ Moore.
It was his left shoulder.
That's not a cap either. That's the bad
It
part.
was also his left shoulder. So that's
Panther fans were so down bad for a quarterback. See, you remember when Kyle Allen was 5-0? Because we swore that was the guy.
We were like, this is it. He's the next one.
That's him.
yeah.
And then he proceeded to lead the NFL in turnovers.
I remember
Over
telling
the next, like 15 weeks.
I remember
11
telling
weeks or
Timo,
whatever.
God, dude. He was like, we might not even need Buddy to come back. Whoever went down, he was like, Kyle Allen looks like the guy.
Oh, it was Teddy, right?
No.
No, it wasn't Teddy. It was
It was the year.
It was Cam's last year, right?
They might have cut Cam. And we were playing quarterback roulette.
Oh yeah, between him and Will Greer.
I had higher hopes for Will Greer.
Yeah, didn't we all?
Pick number 100 in the third round.
Yeah. But NC kid, he was ridiculous in North Carolina, so.
Toasted Harold's Christian Academy.
Yeah.
Fried.
Facts. But do we want to move on to MLB?
Yeah, man. Let's get into it.
Oh,
So we'll start with so Cade, you've recently become a Miami Marlins fan.
He's recently become a baseball fan.
Oh, baseball period.
Yeah, I've always kind of been around like I've been around it. My brothers played it, my sisters played softball and whatnot, but like I never really got into it a whole lot. But I mean, I've started watching, and that's why I came to you guys actually. Shout out y'all for helping me figure out who I was gonna support.
Yeah, man, we got you.
Yeah, but yeah, Miami Marlins, man.
How do you have you been watching any games recently? You caught any games?
I haven't caught any games yet because obviously my schedule at Walmart's been kind of crazy lately. But I'm changing jobs, so I'll be off to the point where I'll be able to watch some of these games and stream them and whatnot because I have a streaming service I can watch them through.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I've been keeping up, like watching the game cast and whatnot. So, Jazz Chisholm, obviously Sandy Alcantara, is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sandy Alcantara.
Garrett Cooper, he's been hitting. I've seen him knock. He's had like 2 homers since I've been trying to keep up with him.
That's
Knocked
what's
a few RBIs.
Jorge Soler's out there.
Yep.
Jesus Aguilar, I like him too.
Mhm.
Yes, he's nice. So
Now, some of these names in a couple weeks, what's the Marlins' record right now?
I don't know. I mean, they're second to the Braves in that division,
Really?
right?
Yeah,
I
we're
think.
not.
No. It's the Mets up top, then the Braves.
Oh, then they're third behind the Braves.
Well, if they're third right now, I was gonna say.
But no, like that. I mean, that's like you got Mets, Braves, and then you got
We're
Marlins.
close to
like,
even. I'm pretty sure.
because like the Mets and Braves are
Yeah. I mean, they're
both top 5 right now. Like I believe in terms of record. I could be
No.
wrong now.
they're not. Braves start off cold. Mets start off fuego.
Yeah, and they're still fuego. But okay, you also have Sixto Sanchez. Is that right?
Yeah, he's hurt. He hasn't got to see 6-2 yet. And they also got
I
Khalil Watt.
I haven't really been able to see like any of Jazz's stuff either because he's been hurt.
Oh, y'all are 3 games behind the Phillies.
Yeah, we're 39 and 41. So.
It's not terrible, man. 500.
And honestly, that's what I was looking for. I told you guys I wasn't trying to find like no powerhouse to like jump on some dynasty. I just wanted one with somebody with some young guys, got some potential, and hopefully, within a few years they can compete. You know.
Let's talk about the Yankees.
Did you see the All-Star games jerseys?
Currently,
Or they've been leaked. I can send you what Nolan sent us. Let me send it to you real quick. But
let me see those.
as a Marlins fan, I would need this Jazz jersey if this is what they look like.
So with their All-Star jerseys with the MLB, like how does that work?
They're gonna wear their team name.
So like it's like they do it.
Is it like the old NBA where they wear their own jerseys?
They used to do that.
They have jerseys for that though. They don't wear that on the game night though. They wear like the league, right, with their name on it. Or am I wrong? I can't remember how they do it.
Because I know the NBA used to do it where you wore your own jersey or whatever.
It's not, you don't wear your own jersey, but I want to say if it's like what Nolan sent us, it'll be the team's name
Yeah, that's how they always
not
do
that
it. That's
color.
how they always do it.
Yeah.
But now they used to wear their own jerseys.
So
They used
like one team would be black and one would be white, and like whoever you played for would be on there.
well, see, in baseball, there's a lot of colors.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
like
I just figured if
like
you're
the
doing
Diamondbacks
AL
used to wear like
versus
purple.
NL.
It also depends on. It also depends on where the All-Star game is being played at too. Like this year, it's in LA. So like the jersey I was going to send you is it's an all-white jersey with gold writing and
Right.
has like the Marlins name. And then I would assume I haven't seen the leaked AL yet, but I would assume it's black.
Yeah,
Okay, I think I know what y'all mean then.
yeah.
I got you.
But let's talk about the Yankees. So y'all are both Yankee haters.
Yeah, I definitely hate that. That's one thing I did know growing up. I don't like the Yankees.
Why?
Just honestly, it was taught. That's my brother.
Really?
My brother was a Sox fan. Brother's a big Sox fan. My dad watched the Sox when he does watch baseball, and it's always just been like
Smart man.
It's always been like fuck the Yankees. Honestly, that's just really what it's been.
So, but it is.
I can't really explain the hate. I'll be honest with you.
It's quite undeniable that the Yankees are
I do know they're good this year.
good is an understatement.
The Yankees are a powerhouse, to say the least.
Yeah.
The Yankees are having one of those years where I'm not saying anything about the Yankees. I love to clown the Yankees. I'm not saying anything about the Yankees because, I mean, there's nothing to be said. They're having a season like we as Red Sox had in 2018 where it just seems like we're avoiding injury and we're just going to steamroll everybody.
Y'all did not have anywhere near the talent this Yankees team has. This is this Yankees team putting it together.
Please go back and look at the
Dog, who was
record in 18.
What even was your first?
Mookie Betts won MVP, Sid.
The first baseman. What the
The
World
one who
Series
won,
MVP?
Steve Pierce.
Steve Pierce, the 37-year-old. It's 37-year-old Steve.
I mean,
Pierce.
he just showed up in the playoffs. Like, he was a gift from God.
That's my point. Y'all did not have the firepower that this Yankees team has.
The Yankees are playing Marwin Gonzalez. They picked up Matt Carpenter off his deathbed, and he's just hitting jacks right now.
Okay,
like
but-
Matt Carpenter was ready to retire, and they're like, "Hey, bro, you want to play?" He's like, "I got a couple more swings in me."
I know
they're all
Aaron Judge has been
bombs.
hitting bombs.
Aaron Judge has hit 30 bombs. We're not to the All-Star break.
Don't look now. The Yankees are on pace. The Yankees are on pace for 116 wins.
I mean, yeah, that'd be right there with the 0-1 Mariners.
Yeah, I hope they break it.
How many total games is the MLB season?
162.
162.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in it for the long haul,
It's a
bud.
marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
And they play all 162 games within 211 days.
But think about it. Okay, so
back to back.
Yeah, and that's with like,
yeah, you're playing 5 games a week minimum.
and that's with like a week and a half for the All-Star break.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet they really enjoy that All Star break then, having that week and a half.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and then if you make the postseason,
It's even longer.
it's so
An extra a month and a half.
it's an extra month and a half and an extra depending on how
You gotta
deep the series
win.
go, at
Well,
least
now
least,
you gotta
at least
win.
10 games at
Yeah.
least, and you're playing those. I mean, yeah, baseball's rough.
But going to the Yankees, the biggest thing when you look at the Yankees, like, yes, they have had players that have played amazing. The pitching staff has been great, but they have not gotten bit by the injury bug yet. And I'm not wishing. That's not me wishing injury on anybody. Like, I don't like the Yankees, but I'm not wishing them to get injured. But they just haven't gotten bit. Like, the biggest injury they had is when Aroldis Chapman went to he was on the IL for like a month. But even then, that birthed Clay Holmes into the closer role.
Yeah, which was
Better for them than Chapman.
Clay Holmes is so disgusting right now.
I hope we don't have to see Clay Holmes tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. So, do y'all have anything else on baseball? Because there's something I want to talk about.
Let's get to it then, baby.
All right. So, well, okay. So the first thing, that I really, really irks my nerve in the baseball world is how they do their awards. How they have separate MVPs, they have separate Rookie of the Years, they have separate Cy Youngs, they have separate Gold Gloves. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. This is America. It's not Canada.
I feel like I'm with you on that because like I feel like obviously for like the Cy Young Award asked you guys like that was obviously that's the pitching award. I know that now,
Yeah.
but yeah, if it's split, I don't know. I feel like even though it is two different conferences, like in the MLB, they're supposed to be like that one guy who was the best pitcher
who's
that
the
year.
better,
It's not who was on this side and who was on this side. Who was better out of those two? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I personally don't like that.
My argument would be is that each league presents 80 pitchers on each side.
Yeah.
I think there's fine that we're picking 2 out of 160 instead of 1 out of 160. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but as far as the players go, like if I win an award now, I'm entitled to this. I will now get a bigger bag because this is tied to me. Like, I just think it helps guys get paid. I mean, I know baseball players don't really need help getting paid, but, well, really they do, because if you look at it, only the elite of the elite get bag money. But I mean...
Oh, speaking of that, what is going to happen with Juan Soto?
Screw Juan Soto right now. The Mets just popped up on my phone not long ago. Jacob DeGrom's likely to opt out, and that's what the Mets are planning.
Yeah, but he's about to be in his mid-30s. You know, he's still got some left in the tank, but he's gonna be ring chasing. Juan Soto just turned down 425 over 13.
Did he turn it down, or
he turned down 425 over 13 because their original offer was 330 over 10.
Why did he?
What they gave Bryce Harper basically, and he was like no, and then they came back with 425 over 13. He was like no.
So he's demanding like.
So he wants more.
Either he wants more, he wants out.
Yeah, either he just don't want to be with the Nationals.
He can't get much more. I mean, Mike Trout got 420.
Don't tell
over 12.
Steve Cohen that.
Mike Trout got 420 over 12.
And you said Juan Soto was asking for what?
Well, he got 425 over 13.
Oh yeah, Cade, you'll learn that baseball money is stupid.
Oh, yeah,
like whenever you see,
I've come to realize that very fast.
you think NBA players get a bag?
Yeah, it's wild. It's insane. But now, like NBA money is going to be there soon. Like,
NBA
Yoke
is
just
climbing
got
up.
270 over 5. That's stupid money.
My boy Yoke,
rookie contracts are getting 230 over 5. That's stupid money. D-Books was actually 221 over 4. His extension now is worth 295 over 6, which is pretty insane. And then another thing I wanted to touch on right here before we wrap up these last few minutes is playoff formats. So, the NFLs I don't agree with. Baseballs I don't agree with.
What's wrong with baseballs?
Division winners get a guaranteed spot. So, and I use a scenario. It's an extreme scenario, but it's the same scenario for football. You could have a 12-win team miss the playoffs. You could have a 100-win team miss the playoffs.
Well, they added another wild card spot. So really, now with 3 wild card spots, it's not going to be just division winners because there's 3 divisions, and 3 division winners. But then you got with these 3 extra wild card spots, and now you're not going to just have now there's going to be a third team that's more deserving. So I think it balances it out with giving 3 wild card spots.
But then another problem with that is,
or extra wild card.
Say the Guardians win the AL Central, right? Yankees are probably going to win the AL East.
Rays, Sox, and
whoever's second. I mean, you could have a 100-win team in second place in AL East. That's possible. They're gonna have an away playoff series against an 88-win Guardians team or a 91-win Twins team.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and that is not I do not see that as being okay. I don't view that as being okay. And it's the same thing for football. This year, who is going to win the AFC South? The Colts?
Yes.
Even if they do.
That's 7 wins.
Yeah, they're going to win it with 9 wins, and then they're going to get a home playoff game against, Cincinnati.
Or
Kansas City, who's going to win 12, 13 games.
You remember a couple years ago when the NFC East was, ungodly bad, and the best team
was
was,
about
7 or
2
8
years
wins.
ago.
Or, when the Panthers won their division at 7-8-1.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Got a home playoff game?
We have no business being in the playoffs at that point.
No.
I'm with you on that.
Not
I
business at
agree
all.
on that. That it needs to be restructured somehow. I don't know
If they
how
were to-
necessarily,
if
but
they-
it needs to be done.
best
if they
format-
restructure it, then what you got to do is, so now the way that schedules work, baseball and baseball and football. So I'm playing my division. That's half my schedule.
Oh yeah, but that's okay. It's the same thing in
No,
basketball.
because now if I have divisions, there's no point. I mean, you got to take out me playing. You got to defer up my teams. Then divisions mean nothing.
No, they don't mean. I mean, they shouldn't mean something. It's just where you're located geographically, and that's where the bulk of your games come from. So, like the NBA, they play each team in their division 4 times at 16 games. So, a quarter of NBA season is also coming from divisional games. The only thing is that divisional, like,
it doesn't matter as much in the long run because they have more
exactly
more games than like.
See what I'm saying? So, like, you can keep the schedules the way they are. You need rivals. You need rivalry series. So, like, it doesn't take away from that. You still see all these, like, I mean, the rivalries in basketball aren't as crazy.
Not anymore.
I guess so. That is kind of one thing. I mean, I know, Miami and Boston kind of smack heads. LA Lakers and Clippers kind of smack heads, but
it's really only between us. Like the Thunder and the Rockets can't stand each other.
I mean, I don't know. I like the NBA format, like standings, go out and earn it. Minus the play-in. I hate the play-in, but we're gonna get into that.
I was gonna ask you about that. How do you guys feel about the play-in?
I'm not a fan.
I don't think the 7th seed should have to play in the play-in.
Absolutely not.
But I like
the 8th seed playing in though. When you've had finishes of as close as you've had these past few seasons, I'm with y'all. I don't think the 7th seed should have to play. But if whoever's in that 9th seed is good enough to be competing with that 8th seed, they have to
let the 9 and 10 seed play each other. Winner gets to play the 8th seed. But make it a best of 3 series, a best of 3 where it's not if the 8th seed fumbles a game, now they're kicked and don't have a chance to rebuttal.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Let it be winner take all 9-10, and they go on to play a 3-game set with the 8th seed.
But the same thing in that same boat. If the 8th seed is 10 games above the 9 seed, there shouldn't even be.
Well, you gotta draw a line.
You stipulation. So, like, all right, if the 10 is not within X amount of games of the 9, they're not playing it. And then
so like the stipulation for the play-in in the bubble was the 9 seed had to be within 4 games of the 8 seed.
But what you're not understanding
that like with that same game.
4 games, man.
That's a lot in NBA terms.
Yeah,
like late
4
season,
games
that's
is a lot.
What you're not seeing in this though is how the play-in is keeping teams from tanking.
Yeah, it gives them something.
It gives you something because now I don't have to be a 8 seed to get in. I can be a 12 seed and have a chance.
Look at the Grizzlies. Perfect example. Grizzlies from the season before last to this past season. They went from play-in to what, like the 2
seed.
You know how crazy it would be this year with Wemby coming up? Half the league would be tanking.
I mean, we already got teams tanking.
Yes, but you don't have as many as would be as if you had these guys that were like if the play-in weren't a thing. That's why I'm a fan of the extra wild card spot. I'm a fan of giving.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not.
I understand that your plea is that division play means too much. I understand that that's your gripe. And I understand, but that's the thing is though, there's never going to be. I never feel like there's going to be a perfect answer because now all of a sudden I know right now it makes sense to us if you change the NFL format like that, but say I'm a kid down the road and now I'm saying okay, so like what's it matter if I'm beating up on my division or like if I'm beating up on my division but my record isn't good, like so
then you would use division record for tiebreakers. So like say for instance the Chiefs and the Bengals.
But then you're comparing apples to oranges because we're not playing the same division most likely.
Okay, but I think that is better than a 7-8. I feel like that is better than a 7-8-1 team getting a home playoff.
It's like instances with the Chargers that make me feel like something's got to change.
And I get that. I mean, the Chargers kind of shot themselves in the foot, but
yeah, but I like you know what I mean though.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Eat it, Nolan. Eat it.
Shout out Nolan.
Nolan is a listener to this pod. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But
we're gonna make him pay for it.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like
record in his house.
I don't feel like we should try to reinvent the wheel. I mean, I guess that's me. But if y'all,
It's not reinventing the wheel though. I don't feel
Exactly.
like. I feel like it's just some. I feel like the game is evolved in every sport that you play. The game is going to evolve and change. So I feel like at some point you got to change the rules a little bit to help evolve with the game. Like the overtime rules in the NFL, I still don't agree with the overtime rules. In the
I hate a
NFL.
tie. I'd rather lose than tie.
Exactly.
I don't think you should be able to end in a tie in the NFL.
This is football.
That's what I'm saying, bro. College has
it
play
nailed
7
down.
overtimes if they have to. They gonna finish that game.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that too.
Hey, on NFL news, the Ravens signed Justin Houston today.
That's the way I dress.
I just saw it on my phone not long ago. And I meant to bring it up, but they basically like give up Melvin Ingram and they're getting Justin Houston back, and he thrived last time he was in Baltimore. So
I mean, we'll see. They have Odafo away, so
that's true.
yeah, that kid is fast. He is a demon off the edge.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I don't have anything else on my docket. Cade, you got anything inscribed over there on your tablet?
Nah, man, I think my cave drawings are all finished up.
Yeah, they're finished up.
But I just want to say,
Hieroglyphs.
watch out, man. Panthers and Thunder, we're both
Oh,
coming.
my
We're coming.
God,
Hey, we're gonna be in the
bro.
play-in. I'm calling it right now on this pod. We're gonna be in the play-in this year.
Coming to a couch near you.
We're coming into the play-in this year. I promise.
Thunder?
The Thunder
I don't
play-in
know.
this year.
Well,
Watch what I
mean,
say, bro.
The Jazz are out. The Trailblazers might be back in.
Depends on Dame's health.
Nuggets might be out,
Out?
I think.
What did they do to move them from hosting playoff games to out of the playoffs for you?
I don't know, man.
They just
got no
it's just not
No
That
confidence.
is
that 2-time MVP man. He's missing them.
You got to think too. They played without Jamal Murray this year.
They did,
Yeah,
and Michael Porter Jr.
They just
really,
traded
but-
away their depth. I mean, Will Barton and
They got KC. You know how good KCP is gonna play with Jokic? No. Like, y'all can clown me. You can clown me. I don't care.
Like how good he was on the Lakers.
Kentavious
Caldwell Pope.
Caldwell Pope.
Bro,
He's
had
got the
two
name of
stints
a
with the
dude you
Lakers.
clown, like on 2K.
I'm fine with
Bro
you.
had 2 separate stints with the Lakers and sucked in both.
Dude
of
has
them,
got
bro.
3 names and they're all bad.
I'm just saying he's like a
No.
45% shooter, 42% shooter from the corners. And if Jokic can do anything, it's find a shooter in the corner.
He's got. I think he'll be okay. I think that's what I'll say about
They also
him.
I don't think I'm just
they also
saying.
brought over 13
I
team
feel like he's a-
legend Ish Smith in the deal.
I feel like hey, I've watched Ish Smith cook the Lakers. But anyways,
I watched a lot of people cook you guys this season.
yeah. But anyways,
God, man.
I feel like here's what I'm
That
gonna say.
one-
I
that
feel
one
like
was not a
KCP is gonna make you realize they don't miss Will Barton that much.
What the fuck? Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
What was Will Barton given? Like points. I'm asking what he was given.
No, bro, Will Barton's solid, bro. Will Barton is a solid.
Are you
player.
good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Bro,
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna tell you. Hold on.
You got Will Barton. I'm pulling up KCP.
Dog, Will Barton was
Oh, no
Will
way.
Barton was 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists.
And that's
This
a down
is
year.
This is 13 points, 3.5 rebounds.
Hold on. Will Barton played with the MVP. Kentavious Caldwell Pope played with Kyle Kuzma.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Shut up.
What did Will Barton
Shut
shoot
up.
from 3?
Hold on, let me pull it up for you.
He's a hooper.
Yeah, he is a hooper, bro. That's real. Will Barton can hoop. From
He
3,
gets buckets. His 3-point percentage don't matter. He gets buckets.
he was shooting 37 from the 3.
KCP shot 39
Okay.
without Jokic.
Catch and shoot. One of them creates their own shot.
I'm fine with that. I'm asking you. Okay, so I did not mean for this to get into this kind of tangent. Okay, so
If Will
with Michael,
Barton,
hold on.
oh no, stop. If Will Barton and KCP stepped into the cage,
Will Barton wins.
KCP is leaving with footprints on his face.
Okay.
He is getting stepped on like some trash coat.
And I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm glad the NBA isn't decided on one-on-ones.
That's also true.
I mean, if KCP's just hitting corner threes and locking up,
No, bro. Will Barton is that dude.
Will
but-
Barton is certified.
they're not. Okay, so now I'm going to give the Nuggets a healthy Michael Porter Jr. And now all of a sudden, this guy that you got that's creating his own shot, the role is filled. And we're going to add a solid defender and a guy who can shoot from the corner.
You just replace him with Ish Smith. Fuck it.
Well,
Fuck it. Ish Smith is Ish Smith. Fuck it. Just fuck it.
Well, when Jokic is cussing him in Serbian,
Whenever the Jokic brothers...
after he misses an open three, and
Yeah, see, so you're talking all this, right? But KCP is going to end up getting to the point where Jokic's brothers are going to drag him out back behind Mile High City.
they're gonna stomp him. Man.
Yeah, and they're going to stone him.
Stone him? That's crazy.
They're gonna put him in like the lockup thing, and they're gonna throw. They're gonna
stone
rocks
him.
At him. Yeah.
Stone him.
And he's going to sleep. And he's going to sleep with the fishes.
Okay. Okay, so I've birthed Milkman Mills, and I ride with Milkman Mills. I'll ride with KCP in Denver.
All right. I need you to order a KCP jersey then.
Ordering one would be crazy. I'm rocking a Yoke jersey. I do not need more Nuggets jerseys than I have.
Let's make a proposition.
Okay.
If he averages over 16,
Hold on. If Will Barton outplays KCP,
It's not going to be a matter of outplaying, though. It's the fit.
No.
I told you Will Barton's better. Did I not say he would win in ones?
But that's not what we're talking about.
That is what you're talking about. You said outplay.
Listen, bro.
I'm talking about how he's going to fit with the team. Basketball's not a one-on-one game. I understand that Will Barton is a better NBA player. I understand this. I'm just telling you, I feel like KCP is going to fit nicely with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. That's my entire point. And he helps you on the defensive side. I mean, that man was locked up literally. Couldn't play nothing but home games. What y'all know about house arrest KCP?
What do you know about KCP? What do you know about Will Barton? Will get a bucket Barton.
we'll get a fucking Barton.
Me and Contavious go way back. He's cool
Yeah,
to call
no.
him Contavious.
Like
That's
I said,
why I'm
man had
pissed
two,
right now.
Two stints with the Lakers and stunk both times.
Both of them. Absolutely both of them. You hated KCP.
I hated KCP in the playoffs in 21. Well, that was because every Laker role player was terrible in 21.
Shout out Danny Green.
Danny Deactivation Green,
God bless, man.
UNC legend.
Why did you... Why, man? Why do you do this every...
Listen, man. How Zion puts butts in seats, I put butts in seats. I put earphones in. All right? That's what I provide here. All right. So anyways, we're at the point of the episode. Stick around to the end for the comment.
Spell Contavious.
Kentavious is how I would spell Contavious.
Yeah, he got it.
If you need Caldwell, I got Caldwell. Give me a dash.
He got it. I was gonna be like, if you don't put the dash,
P-O-P-E.
it doesn't count.
It's a hyphen.
It's not a hyphen. There's no hyphen in Contavious Caldwell Pope.
There's a hyphen between Caldwell and Pope.
It's a dash.
Isn't it? Is it what? It was the
A
difference.
dash is called a hyphen.
But is that? It's the same thing though, right?
Yeah.
Its correct term is hyphen.
Okay.
I just spelled it right.
Well, yeah, hope so.
All right. Yeah, I mean, because me and Big Papa Kent go way back, so it's all right.
Papa Kent. All right.
Way back.
Oh, that was what got you, not Papa Kent. That didn't throw you off.
Dude, he does not surprise me anymore.
Me and Papa
Well,
Kent.
actually, he did. He just did, saying KCP's a better fit than Will Barton.
Hey, like I said, when
God
Jokic
bless.
was
I didn't say. Okay, look.
I want to hear your thoughts on that.
On what?
Well, whenever it does happen, inevitably after KCP misses 3 open threes.
Yeah, and Yoke's gonna drag him out back and shoot him in his leg
Shoot him in the leg. It's crazy.
like a sick horse.
Like, it's not attempted murder if you shoot below the kneecap. bro.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm busting shins.
Dear listeners, thank you. Thank you for checking in for another installment of Next Play Sports. Cade, thank you for coming on, hanging out with us,
Facts.
chatting it up. So, are we going to see him next week? Are we
Who,
surprised
Cade?
with this week? No,
So-
no, our listeners.
Oh no. We won't have an episode drop until.
Oh, 'cause I ain't gonna be here
Nolan
next
comes
week.
back. Yeah,
That's
neither
true.
will chieftain of the house. No one
Yeah,
get
that's
that
true.
joke.
Well,
But-
hey, man, I appreciate you guys having me on. It was fun.
Yeah, man, it was sweet. It was definitely fun to have a different set of viewpoints in here. We didn't have to hear about Christian Watson today, so that's a dub. You actually didn't mention DJ Moore. That's
Yeah, I
a
did.
dub. Oh, yeah, he did, but you didn't like you normally do. But
I was like, you know how I feel about DJ though.
yeah. But yeah, man. So Cade, once again,
We never talk about how Sid brings up Jimmy Butler though. Like, he gets on us for Christian Washington.
I
DJ
brought up
Moore.
Jimmy Butler once.
Yes,
Maybe
but
twice.
Hey, but
Maybe
your,
twice.
No.
But your Twitter, you be
Hey,
fighting
hey,
for Jimmy.
hey,
I respect
hey,
it.
hold on, hold on.
I respect
Hold
it.
on.
And that's
No.
another installment of Next Play Sports.
No, hold on now, because the only reason why I did that, I went on that Twitter rant because Celtics fans were talking that shit
Hey, bro, Celtics. I hate Celtics fans. I'll be honest with you. The majority
just for
of
their
Celtics-
star player.
A majority of Celtics fans are like really just like, I don't even know what the word is, man, but like they're just out there.
They're trogs.
Drug.
Oh my
I
god!
would try to say that, but yeah, I guess so, man. That's the best way to put it. Maybe.
Oh man, fuck Boston. Jerry
coming
West.
from the coming from the Heat fan.
Jerry West had it right. Paul Revere should have slept in. But anyway, Cade, once again, thank you for coming out.
Appreciate it, man.
Timo, it was another episode in the books. We will see y'all whenever the short one gets back from vacation. So, everybody, have an amazing day. Thank you.
What's up?
Peace.